Hi guys! I'm out here in nature today and I'm going to do a walk and talk. And I first wanted to apologize, my hair is wet, I just got out of the shower. I've had multiple showers over the summer because it's freaking hot here down under. It's hot and it's sunny. So if you don't mind, I'm going to put my sunglasses on and I'm going to do a little bit of a walk and talk. I want to first say I am very grateful to be alive, and I am so incredibly happy that you guys are walking alongside me. So on one hand, I'm feeling so excited and very happy because I have you guys and I get these amazing emails in every day, explaining how I'm helping them and I'm giving you guys some strength and clarity. And that is so wonderful. It makes me feel so happy knowing that I can help you guys. It makes me feel so happy that my knowledge that I've been educating myself on for almost 3 years now is being put to use. It makes me feel so happy that I can help you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support, all of your emails, your comments, your likes. Every time I read a comment, it fills my heart with joy. And even though I don't reply, I try to make it a habit not to reply because my fingers need protecting. And there's a lot of Wi-Fi radiation coming through the phone, so if I'm not replying back, it does not mean that I'm not appreciating every single one of your comments. And if you ever wanted to reach out to me and have a private chat, like on the phone, I would love to say hello. I have not been online for the last week or so. Since my birthday, I've been really struggling to face reality. But I'm getting back, you guys. And I'm getting back with now a mission. I've got more clarity. And I'm not facing fear right now. I conquered fear. And that's what I want to talk about today with you guys is really the importance of learning how to use your fear in a positive way so we can manifest some new things here. Because I'm not fearful in the slightest. However, I am starting to get anxious. Over the last couple of days, I've been feeling anxious. And I'm not sure if it's because of the sky, the moon, the stars, or if this is just the ascension process. But I'm feeling very anxious that it's now been over a year since the pandemic broke, and we've now been living the lie for over a year. Now, I knew all about our evildoers before this broke, which was why it was so easy for me to spot the lie. But for many of you, this is your first dabble into corruption. This is your first experience with the evildoers and their selfish ways. See, part of my awakening process, I had to learn that the evildoers were not what they were saying they were. I had to learn that, whoa, this world is not at all what they told us it was. I had to go through the ego death process of learning that there is a group of people on the planet that don't have our interest, our best interest at hand. And I did all of this awakening almost 3 years ago. March 5th is my 3-year anniversary to waking up to this situation. And let me tell you, I am a late bloomer. I always said that I woke up at the very last second of the last day of the last hour, and here we are. It's game on. And it's been now a year, and I've been sitting here frustrated that we've been lied to, and really trying to educate people on how to push through this. And yet, I don't feel society is moving forward in a positive direction. And a year on, I just feel that society is degrading. And even though I feel happy and abundant and I'm connected to you guys and I love you guys so much, and I've never felt so connected before in my life, I am so anxious about the children. I'm so anxious about the leaders that are calling the shots here, who I've already exposed them as being corrupt. I've already exposed these people a long time ago. And so this is what I'm anxious about, is that there's too many people trusting the wrong people, and we've now got kids involved. And I saw a post this morning about a mom not wanting to put their kids in masks, but there was no other option. And I'm here to tell you guys, as friends and as war victims, I'm going to say that word, war victims, because this is war. War has been waged on humanity, and we have every single right to say no. We have every single right to not mask up. And if the schools aren't going to honor the parents' wishes, then we have every opportunity to pull our children out and provide something better for them. And this is where the fear comes in. This is where lots of parents are probably feeling fearful. A lot of people have no idea what they're going to do. Some people are even fearful about their job. And I want you to know that I experienced all this fear as well. Not the specific fear that we're faced with right now, but when I woke up, wow, I was consumed with fear. And there were some days, because I didn't have a lot of friends here. Before this pandemic, I didn't have a lot of friends here in Australia, and I was on my own. So I woke up to the plot on my own. And I didn't have anybody to talk to, and I definitely did not know the rules of this place. I did not know anything about fear, did not know anything about my personal, well, I started to know a little bit about my personal powers, but I did not know about energy and consciousness, about how powerful we are as human beings. I had no idea about the plot. So it wasn't until I pushed past fear that I became so clear with what the situation is. And I just wanted to tap into this feeling of fear for a little bit, because I'm sure people are probably feeling fearful for a lot of reasons. And I personally was fearful that I had nobody. Okay, so back up. I first learned about 5G and the corruption of 5G. And that's what got me down the rabbit hole. I hate that term, but that's what it's called. Doing all of the research to confirm your theory is true or not. So that process happened, and I confirmed that it was true. And then I got very scared, because the reality that they want to create for us doesn't sit well with people like me. People who speak out about cures for cancer and about health and wellness. Those people in the new world would have been X'd out. They call them the desirables, the undesirables. I knew, researching 5G, that I was already an undesirable in the new world, or so to speak. And I had no contacts, and I had no direction for my career, because at this time I was in 20 years of digital marketing, and I was actually working in a role as a chief marketing officer. When I learned about 5G, I was in a technology company as a chief marketing officer, and I learned all the corruption about 5G, and then I learned these plans to enslave humanity. And here I am on the other side of the world, on my own, nobody to talk to, no direction, no retirement money to lean back on. I was fearful. I was paralyzed with fear. Some days I couldn't even get out of bed. Other days all I did was just walk the ocean, and just dumbfounded by how can a world be so evil to do this to a planet. So I had months of fear, anger, sadness, and it wasn't until it wasn't until later in the year. I'm going to cross a road right now, so just give me a minute, because I don't want it to be too loud. So in November of 2019, I went home on a little tour called Searching for Secrets, and I figured out some of our solutions on that tour. And one of the solutions was I needed to reskill myself, and so I did. I'm a quantum healer. And another thing I needed to do was move. I needed to get out of the city, and so I did. So my fear did not start going away until I started listening to my little inner voice, my guidance. Sorry about this road, you guys. But I took the steps that I needed to become more aligned with myself, with nature. And it was only when I took those steps that I felt comfortable. And ever since then, I have now situated myself, and I feel happy, abundant, connected, in control. Of course, there's a big, huge hole in my heart due to this situation with my daughter, and there's a lot of anger due to the corruption of the state. But all in all, as a overall well-being, I have never felt stronger. So I'm so glad I can be here for you guys and stand in my strength. It's really loud. I shouldn't have gone on this road. I'm so sorry. I'll keep this quick. I just want you guys to know a few things about fear. First of all, if you're ever feeling fear is false evidence appearing real. It does not exist. It's a false illusion that's being used by the evildoers to keep you paralyzed. If you've got a roof over your head right now, you are safe. Okay? So the first thing that you must do if you're feeling fear is just take a step back and think about what it is that you're fearful of. Is there a saber-toothed tiger right in front of you about to kill you? If not, there's nothing to fear. So, the second thing is that if you believe in yourself, and if you believe how strong you are, you will always be protected and guided. So you have to know that you are a strong individual that will never be left without either help or food, Because you can manifest whatever you want in this world. And the third thing that I'm going to leave you with is that there is nothing to fear when it comes to these people running the show. They have absolutely no rights to do what they're doing. And they feed off of your fear. And so the more that you stand in this state of fear, the more you're helping the evildoers. I'm going to stop here under the shade. The more you feel fear, the more you're helping the evildoers. And so if that can inspire you to move past these states of uncomfortableness. And I'm going to talk specifically about speaking out, the fear of speaking out. Because it's that fear right now that is truly holding us back from moving forward. People are fearful of talking to the principal about the masks. People are fearful about what's going to happen about the jab. People are fearful about this, and people, you know what? Use that fear to educate others. Use that fear to rally up the neighborhood and start talking about the problems that we have. Because fear as an emotion can be used. I used my fear to get re-educated. I used my fear to move out of the city. Fear can be good to inspire you to make change. And that's what we need right now. We need every single person to stop. One other thing, was a very lonely process for me. I spend a lot of my time on my own. The awakening process is not a social event. This is not a social event, you guys. This is a solo experience. So it's time to stop doing all of the entertainment, all of the socializing, all of the minute activities that are keeping you away from the real problems. It's time to stop all of that activity and face your fear. Figure out what it is that you're fearful of and start making changes. Unlike you, I didn't have anybody to talk to. So you have me. You have me, and you've got all these other people that are speaking out that you can lean on. I can give you a great idea. Okay, let's take a fear. What are my kids going to do for school? My kids can't wear a mask. My kids might need to get vaccinated. Okay, rally up the kids in the neighborhood, find a homeschooling school or teacher, and do this remotely from your neighborhood. Figure out that there will be a solution and find out what that solution is. Because staying dormant or not talking about these issues that we face right now with the kids, with the jab, with all this stuff that we are facing right now, we are walking our society into the darkest days of humanity. And it's because of fear. That's the one emotion we need to get through. So I don't have fear, I have anxiety. And I have anxiety because people are passing through fear. They're sitting in this false emotion that's not being used to push humanity forward. So as you face your fear, know that you're not alone. Other people are doing this exactly the same thing as you. Everybody's awakening at the same time. There truly is nothing to fear, because the goal of this game is to do exactly that. Is to get past fear, to find your voice, and to start reacting in the way that normal humans would react when under attack. Because this is war. War has been waged on humanity. Now, you may believe me or not, but I confirmed without a shadow of a doubt that there is a depopulation plan on the planet, and the goals are to kill off the dumb and ignorant. Dumb and ignorant. That's who they're targeting. The dumb and the ignorant. If you were not ignorant and you did your research, you would find that these mask mandates are rubbish. These laws are rubbish. They hold no weight. But people are stuck in fear. So, gosh, look at how beautiful this is, you guys. I'm just going to turn my... Look at how beautiful this is. It's nice and cool here. I'm going to stay underneath the shade, and I can't see you guys, but I just want you to know that I understand if you're facing fear. I understand what fear feels like. But now is not the time to be faced with fear. And if you are fearful and you need any help, just give me a buzz or a PM and I'll be happy to talk with you. But speaking out now and saying no is the answer. Facing your fear is the answer. All right, you guys, I'll be back very soon. There's a memorial up here that I want to share. I want to show you how the evildoers are screwing us even more through war and through the whole concept of government and our birth certificates. That's for another show, you guys. Until then, I'm going to love you with all my heart. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.